Bow, 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 bow. Wow.
Easy money's here today, baby.
Easy money.
Easy money.
If I was
Here
wearing that
today.
jacket, I would be hot. It is kind of warm down here. Well, at least when you flex, it's all tight on the arm.
About to rip the back out of it, brother. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, bro. You need to get that hair underneath.
What's wrong with my hair?
Yeah, there you go, like that. Yeah.
Ash and Burns. I'm like the Journey's rock manager look right here. Easy Money.
Wow.
I expect basketball in his coat.
That's crazy.
I got it from my uncle from the set of Easy Money, Roddy Dangerfield.
Yeah.
It's the only fans move I learned.
Yeah.
So what's going on, big guy?
Hi.
Yeah, man. How's 2025 treating you so far?
It
It don't matter how it's treating you.
2025.
I don't care.
Yeah, you do.
I don't care.
Yeah, you were kind enough to ask.
Yeah, well, let's do the intro.
All right.
Do you like the free flow?
I do like the free flow.
Welcome to the Ash and Burns podcast. Two guys don't know what we're talking about, but come along for the ride. We talk about politics, religion, sex, video games, movies, pop culture, conspiracies, aliens, ghosts, Bigfoots, and...
anything and everything
That's right, Ash and Burns podcast.
rolled up into a big juicy burrito with some queso.
What do you think about that new intro, baby boy? I ain't put it in there yet.
Oh yeah. Okay,
So I gotta edit it.
that's fine.
Yep.
good.
Yeah, doing great, kid. I need a cigar. Doing great, kid.
Or what you said last night. Sometimes it's a cigar.
George Carlin.
Yeah.
Freud.
Sometimes it's a
Freud says.
BBC.
Freud says a cigar is just a cigar, and sometimes it's a big black dick. George Carlin.
Yeah. Or
You've been laughing about that since?
Dude, I can't get out of my head, man. I told you I've been listening to him kind of here and there.
Yeah, I love Carlin.
Him and Norm Macdonald, I think. Norm Macdonald's always going to be my top G.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Norm. He's all right.
Yeah. It's just something about, like, he was brilliant, dude. Like, he would tell you, like, he'd make jokes, and you'd literally, like, 15 minutes later thinking on it, like, oh, I get it now, you know?
Comedian's comedian.
Yeah. He was pretty good. Just the way he went out, too, was awesome, too. Well, not the fact that...
Well, no. The way he kept it quiet to himself.
he just G'd it. Nobody knew.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden he just died.
There's a Netflix special with David Letterman sitting with Dave Chappelle, Molly Shannon, Conan O'Brien, Adam Sandler, and Joe Dirt. I can't remember his name.
David Spade.
I was doing so good. David Spade. All of them were sitting around talking about Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
There's a little special. It was just like, they really cared a lot for him. He was just such a nice guy.
Huh?
He gambled like a mother, though.
Yeah. Well, he used to, I think.
He used to.
Yeah. I think he said that he got out of it because he lost so much. He hated himself for it. But, you know, we all got our vices.
Comedians, man.
Yeah.
A lot of my philosophies and stuff come from comedians. Like I'll hear a comedian sketch, like Chris Rock will say something, and I'm like, I believe that now.
Yeah.
George Carlin especially. George Carlin will say something, I'm like, that's my new. I'm doing that from now on.
Yeah.
I like the way he thinks.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle's
He's
another good one.
legit.
Yeah.
Even stuff Carlin was saying back in like the 80s and early 90s, like it fits even today, you know?
Mm-hmm. We quote him a lot on here, actually.
Yeah.
There'll be times where we quote something he says. And like, Shell Shock was all of his idea. Well, not his idea, but the fact they keep adding syllables to it.
Changing. Changing all of it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, babe. Yeah, babe.
Speaking of which, kind of stepping in, like I don't keep up with the news and all that. Just, main what I hear off of what my inner circle talk about. When did you stop hearing about the drones? Are they still flying?
Oh, Oh no, I haven't heard about them in about a week.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, ain't it? Because there was that the tragic bomb cars.
Well, the one that ran through the crowd,
Yeah,
and then the one at
that's
Trump.
on the news feed now. But just before that, I think I heard a sound blip of Biden coming out and saying that the drones are ours. It's our military.
Well, we that made sense.
Yeah.
To all of us, but it's still nice to hear actually somebody say something official.
Yeah. Well, it's just weird how it's like, that's what I was talking about. I was earlier, and you're like, you want to save it?
Yeah.
Because I went and saw my dad, and I asked him, I was like, what do you think about them drones? And he's like, yeah, it's crazy. And I was like, yeah, don't you find it's pretty weird that they just quit talking about it all of a sudden? But, he didn't really kind of understand it, but it made me think about that. It's like, for 2 weeks, we heard nothing about drones.
Nothing. Everything was about the drones. What's going on? Drones.
And then now the next news cycle. Oh, now car bombings.
Well, have you heard about the fog?
Making people sick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you heard about smart dust?
How it's like real thick, like snow.
Well, smart dust.
I don't know about smart dust.
Smart dust is a military thing where little microchips that are like dust particles, they release them into an area and they communicate with each other and they communicate with something and it maps out everything.
Dang, dude.
So smart dust is a real deal, apparently. There's a news article of them talking about it years ago. And a little bit of hype going on. There's a woman that says she changed out her HEPA filters in her house and they're black. She's like, they've never been black. This is something's going on weird, And then everybody's getting sick from this fog.
Well, they got really good detailed over air filter, like the layout of it. The air filter.
Yeah. All of a sudden, they're like, what's going on, everybody? There's like these little squares in everybody's houses where the HEPA filter gets them. But
that's flipping nuts, man.
Smart dust. I know back in, this is probably 10, 12 years ago, law enforcement, there was a blip about new technology coming out where they can use the Wi-Fi signal and map out a house and find out where people are.
Yeah.
So if I'm outside, I can use this technology and it measures Wi-Fi signals and it gives me a layout of the house and who's in the house. There is technology now. Now, this is a real deal. I don't know. No, I can't talk about this because it's part of.
Well, my comment on
do that.
Well, my comment on that is, what other than being nefarious does that serve? What other reason?
Everything falls under public safety.
How is it safe to know how many people are in my house and where we are and how big my house is?
If you had a hostage situation in your house, it's public safety. If there's a search warrant getting ready to happen at your house, public safety.
Yeah, but that's not currently active.
I know. I know.
They can preemptively make me safe by throwing microscopic dust chips in my house.
And to measure that way or use the Wi-Fi thing.
Whatever happened to our Constitution, man?
Bro, it's a good idea, but everything's got loopholes.
I know, but that ain't supposed to. That's not.
You get really upset about it, huh?
Dude, I am. I'm getting mad about
your
it.
Google phone is doing all of it anyway.
But
I got Alexa in the house. It does it.
But it's the fact that that's a company. Like I'm talking about. Like why is our government?
It is a company, but the government pays for it. Jeff Bezos gets $600 million a year.
Well, yeah,
from the CIA.
I'm just saying, like, other than nefarious, like, what's the use of it?
To find terrorists to keep us all safe. If you're not doing nothing, don't worry about it. Yeah. Right? No, I agree with you. Like, I thought about how would a life be if I was signal free. This is actually George Carlin's skit. He talks about all the waves in the air. He said, imagine 100 years ago there was no waves in the air. Yeah. Now you got cell phone, telemetry, blah, 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 NASA, blah, 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 aircraft, blah, blah.
Now we got a ramp up in cancer?
Well, that's probably the food, though.
Well, I mean, it's part of it, but, I mean,
I don't know.
Waves, too, vibrations.
Maybe. I don't know. And maybe. You know what? Maybe.
I'm just saying, like, people back in the day, I mean, yeah, probably cancer was around. They didn't really know it was cancer. You just get sick and die. But, I mean, they didn't talk about, like, how many people dying back then as much as we are now about cancer.
Well, there's a lot more of us, too. Like, we have tripled the population. So if 100 people die. What's the ratio between back then and now? I imagine it died a lot more back then. It's just a town of 300 and 2 people die. You're like, oh, that's a lot. Or a town of 20,000 and then 200 people die. You're like, oh, that's a lot more. It's the same ratio. That's the way I look at it. I don't know. I was just thinking to myself, I wonder if I could go tech free for a year. No cell phone. I just want a phone to go, hello.
No video
Bye-bye.
games.
No video games. No podcasting.
Nope.
No. I love technology. It's awesome, and I guess I trade out the convenience and the technology for being harvested, because we're being harvested.
Yeah.
Our identity is being scooped up and harvested. I saw a video. I was going to talk about this video. There's a guy. He has, I think it's TikTok. I'm not sure, but he's sitting there and he has a piece of paper and he wrote dog toy on it. He didn't say it. He said, showed it to the camera. He went, I'm going to see if the algorithm in Google listens to me. So he went to a bunch of websites. He surfed. All the advertisements were just silly stuff. He said, it's not this. He held up a sign that said dog toys. And he surfed, and he was like, okay, no advertisements for this. Held up a sign again. And so then he said, okay, watch this. And so he said, dog toys. And try it right now. I don't have dog toys showing up on my algorithm right now that I recall.
Yeah.
Right? I would really I got 2 dogs, and I really want a dog toy.
Oh man, you about to get my phone bleeping up on it.
Exactly. It's been a great test. I would like to see the best prices for them in my local area. I don't want to drive too far for a good dog toy. It's got to be really good, and my dog would love to have a toy right now, a dog toy.
Yeah.
And I'm looking to spend a pretty good amount of money on dog toys. All right. After podcast, more than likely, it's going to pop up.
Probably.
Now, after I saw that video, I saw it about 2 days ago. I've been kind of keeping an eye on my advertisement, and I haven't seen dog toys yet on my advertisements.
Yeah.
I wanted to try the experiment here when you get on the camera. But the guy was like showing, didn't talk about it, but he showed it to the camera. He searched no dog toys.
No.
He said that, and then there's dog toys all over his search bar now.
What algorithm are you talking about? Well, like what platform are you talking about?
Google, Facebook.
Because I don't have that issue because I'm not on Facebook or nothing like that.
YouTube. It's Google. You're
straight
YouTube
up
a lot.
YouTube.
Yeah. There's advertisements on YouTube. Just keep an eye out and see if there's any dog toys all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Amazon, all of them, they all just harvest information and sell each other. And that way they can have focused marketing towards you. And now that me and you are looking for dog toys at a good price nearby, me and ash&burnz want dog toys, Google. And so does our listeners.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you're like stringing words like that together, then yeah, it's going to.
But here's the thing. Should it? I'm just talking. I don't have Alexa down here.
Yeah.
I don't have. The only thing I have are these 2 iPhones, your Samsung phone in your pocket, and that's it. And they're recording video right now. So talk about selling your privacy and Constitution. Why is it listening to me talk and then going, oh, he's looking for dog toys now?
Mm-hmm.
If that don't upset you, that should upset you. It doesn't upset me. I think it's bullcrap because I think if I'm selling my information, I should get a kickback.
Yeah. Yeah.
But.
Well, there's only so much money and you ain't getting it.
Oh, they make $100 billion, maybe more a year, and I can't get
$200. The 12 families that own this country.
Yeah,
you ain't getting their money.
It's not so much having, because once you got a certain amount of money, you don't need more money. What are you gonna do with it? It's more about keeping the money from my hands.
Yeah,
because you don't want me having money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's only so much money.
Yeah,
and you ain't getting it.
That's kind of a weird philosophy I have about gun control as well. Like Americans own the most guns. Most Americans have their guns in safes. So you want Americans to buy guns and put them in safes. Now, I get there's a lot of guns have been stolen and put on the streets. Yeah. That's a small number. Most gun sales, most guns go to safes, and they sit there.
I hate the concept of a safe.
Why?
Because it's like, if I'm sleeping in the middle of the night and somebody's starting to kick in my door.
We're talking about two different things, though.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Like, it's going to take too long for me to go to get my key, go to my safe. And then it's like, I don't want them to know that I'm aware of them.
Yes.
So it's like, I want to keep it dark. Well, now I'm like fighting the dark, feeling all, around. Like,
No, that's, yeah. I'm talking about a collection safe, storage safe. Like, what am I going to keep a hunting rifle at? Out and about by my bed? My shotgun? No.
Yeah.
I got my pistol.
no.
But some people have a bunch of guns and we have them laying around ready. You need something close by. You need something close by that's readily accessible. They make little hand safes, little
Biometrics or whatever.
Thank you. Biometric safes that you can pop up. This coat is tight.
Coming up.
No, it's just tight. Because I'm so big now.
I thought you said this Coke is coming up. Like, this
No.
make you belch or something.
No, this coat's tight. I see what you're saying. I hate having a safe to go to and all that. As far as safety, as a defense for your home.
Yeah.
If all your guns are safe and locked up with child locks on them, that's you're supposed to have child locks on your guns, keep them safe.
That brings up, my brother was talking to me about this, about the child locks and all this and that, and he was like, it seemed in his brain, and I agree with him, in his brain it's silly to be like, if you're a gun owner and you have kids in your home, and like, you, from the moment your kid actually can recognize shapes and all this and that, or even when they're young, it's kind of silly to be like, don't touch a gun, don't ever touch it, don't even look at it, and all that. And you put up, and then like, you keep it away from them. Well, what does most people do when you tell them not to do something?
Yeah, that is a big debate. Oh, no, I want it now. It's exotic. I want it.
Yeah, and
Why
so
can't I touch it?
the thing is he was like, you want to take your children out, show what that can do, educate them on, like, hey, this is a deadly weapon. Like,
Don't fear it, respect it.
yeah, don't fear it, respect it. And then that way, if somehow your kid's in your room and they see your pistol or whatever laying there, they'll be like, I know what that is. I know what it can do. I'm not going to touch it, instead of being like, oh, that's that thing that my daddy told me never to touch. I want to touch it.
Hey, yeah.
And, that's where most.
Well, what sucks is
accidents
most parents are horrible parents.
Yeah.
And so it's like Sudafed.
Yeah.
Sudafed works great,
Yeah.
but you can't buy it
No.
easily. Why? Because a small number of people abuse it and make meth.
Yeah.
So with gun control,
Do they still limit you? Because I think I buy Sudafed maybe once or twice a year, but it's only like at flu season.
Yeah.
Whenever I start getting nasal stuff.
it works, but you can't get it
Yeah.
because of crackheads or meth heads. They use it to make meth. And so the government's like, nope, can't have it
Yeah.
because certain number of people use it. And I'm like, it's like gun control and drug control. Two camps. There's two camps on it. I think gun education is very important, like you said, for the children. My kids can shoot. I wouldn't let them go. I wouldn't go, here, go out in the woods and shoot by yourself. I got to be with you.
But just think, 60 years ago, kids used to do that. Go out with a 22 and go squirrel hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Like 10, 11-year-olds, because they knew what it could do, and they were told and educated on it. They weren't never told, don't ever touch this.
Well, it's the culture of the child. Carlin talks about this.
Yeah.
He talks about the fact how we worship children in this world. A child is the center of everything. Oh, my child, children's safety. He's like,
In a way, I really agree with that.
children's safety, children.
Well, the children are, like, your child's like basically your center.
Yes.
Because it's your offspring.
But making them wear helmets and knee pads and giving the world to them does not make them good adults. We are horrible adults compared to our older, because we were. I didn't have child seats. I was too young. We didn't wear seat belts.
Yeah.
Secondhand smoke was not a thing. I breathed in so much cigarette smoke as a kid. It just wasn't a thing.
Yeah. I used to get angry at my parents when they'd be in the car. We'd be on a car ride or like a long trip, and they fired one up. I'd be like, "Can you crack the window?" Because, dude, I hated it.
I hated it too.
Yeah, I hated it.
Non-smoking section. I'm like, well, the air doesn't separate itself. The smoke comes over to the non-smoking section.
Yeah, it does.
I used to walk in a barbecue joint, and boy, it'd be. But you get used to it. It's North Carolina, by the way, too.
Dude, at Sonic restaurants, because I used to work at Sonic back in decades ago, like above the grill, there's a little lip cut out, and it was 4 ashtrays for the cooks back in the day to like
Order up
while they flipping the burgers, you know. Well, anyway,
Well, no, the culture of the child,
Yeah.
how everything's about the children.
Yeah.
About the children. Everything's about the kids. And Carlin's like, fuck them kids. If you make them the center of the universe, they will act like the center of the universe. It ruins them.
yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like we got our daughter a bike this year for Christmas, and I'm going to teach her how to ride it.
Yeah, it's perfect time for that.
Yeah, and my wife's like, well, she needs a helmet, she needs elbow pads, and I'm like, no. A helmet, okay, I can understand.
I work with a helmet, yeah.
Yeah, I put she ain't put on elbow pads. I'm going to teach her in the grass. If she falls over, the grass is her pads. Like there's cushion there. You might get a grass stain, but you don't get cut open.
If when you fail at something, there's no consequences, you'll never get better at it.
Yeah. Or, it's just the fact that like she kind of helicopters her a lot, and I'm like, look, I keep pulling my wife to the side, like, look, we got to teach her how to be a human. Like we've got to let her fail sometimes, because
Yeah.
we're not going to be around forever, and she needs to be able to be mature enough and critically think about situations.
I'm dealing with that with my boy right now. My boy won't do anything. He asks, hey, could you get me?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And people, the wife thinks I'm just being lazy. Well, Dad doesn't do anything for you. And I'm like, I'm doing everything for him right
you
now.
got to teach him.
Yes.
Hey, you're thirsty? I'm thirsty. I need to get up and get myself
Yes.
something to drink.
I want breakfast, Daddy. Give me some breakfast. I'm like, well, go get it.
Yeah.
Well, you crippled? I always say
There
it to
it
him.
is. Yeah, there it is up in there.
That's the sucky part of being a dad. That's the sucky part of being a father.
Yeah.
Is the tough love.
Yeah.
Because we understand you've got to learn.
Yeah.
I can't be here to protect you forever.
Yeah.
Mother's nurturing, we hardship.
Yeah.
Fix me breakfast. And the wife will go fix him breakfast. Amazon goes fix breakfast for him, gets tea for him. And I'm like,
Wow. Just being the waiter and waitress, huh?
yeah. And then I get it because you do what I love.
Yeah. Yeah, it's your kids you want.
Out of love, I go, are you hungry? Yeah. Well, go fix it.
There it is.
Give me one while you're
Yeah,
at it.
you know where it's at. It's
That's you know how to do it. You're 10.
yeah. I've been starting to do that.
Go do
a
it.
lot.
And people automatically go, well, you're just being lazy. Just go do it. You're lazy?
Yeah.
Like, no. You don't understand.
Teaching her how to critically think and then take care of herself.
Exactly.
You got to start out with small
Exactly.
stuff like, "Oh, I'm thirsty." She's in there laying on the living room couch. "I'm thirsty, Daddy. Can you give me some water?" No.
Exactly.
And then therefore she has to get up, stop what she's doing, get up and go, and then she gets her own glass, her own water. She goes, sits back down. She goes back to what I'm doing, And it's not because I'm lazy. It was just the fact that you got to start with that baby step.
Mm-hmm.
You got to let her start taking a little bit. I mean, because she's getting up to 8. She's 8 now.
Oh, yeah. And that's old enough.
Yeah. 3 when she was 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thirsty. Boom.
Babe, I got you, dog. Yeah, of course.
But now she's starting to get where she can reach up into the cup cabinet. She can reach the ice dispenser and water dispenser on the fridge. Hey, your legs ain't broke.
I always say, well, you crippled?
Yeah.
What's going on? I saw this video. So all we do is talk about, we see videos. This is Asian guy, Asian father and his little son. And the son was probably 2. Well, there's these wires across this path. Strings across the path, not wires. Strings across this path.
I'm going to say he's letting his kid just.
No. There's just strings across the path. Well, the father steps over it. He's walking, and his little boy is following him. Probably 2, 1.5, whatever. The father steps over the wires and keeps walking. The little boy stops, and Daddy.
And he just keeps kind of walking.
He just keeps walking. And the video talks about what a man teaches. This is how men teach.
Yeah.
And the boy started just hollering, and he just walked way ahead and sat down and just waited on him to get through these strings.
Yeah.
And the boy got upset, and the little boy, and it was heartbreaking because his father, you're like, oh, I'll just go get him.
Yeah.
But the little boy figured it out, and the happiness and the strength down the little boy, the confidence he has, was worth it.
Yeah, because once
He's
he
like,
did
"Hey!"
it, the dad jumps up
and came towards him and picked up and said, "Good job,"
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and that'll teach him.
Yep. I'm telling you, dude, being a father, we don't live as long as the wives.
Yeah.
Everybody I know is like, oh, I miss dad. Dad's gone.
Yeah.
Dad. And then the wife remarries some schmuck who lives longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, you piece of shit. Get away from my
Yeah,
family.
you had to deal with a lot of that.
Women, they got it good. Anyway, but they live longer than us.
Yeah. I was actually blessed enough to have my parents.
Yeah.
You
still got them.
Yeah.
I haven't had a dad since I was 5. Mine just got and left.
Wow.
What a punk. What a mother flipper.
Well,
He's a piece of shit. I'll say it on this podcast.
you can.
Yeah, he like.
I don't know the guy, so.
He's a piece. He's a coward. He's got no balls. He's got 2 other kids. Me and my sister, we had it pretty tough. We didn't have nice things. We couldn't have somebody pay for us to go to college. But he had two more
a little
kids.
Bitter about that.
I'm a little bitter.
Well, I guess you could be.
I don't think about it much, but sometimes I'm like, F that piece of shit. And I look like him, unfortunately. Like they show a picture of him, and I'm like, oh, that's me. What am I? Oh, that's him.
He got that wide, thick head.
Mm-hmm. That's where I get it from.
He got that flatness on the back.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Wow.
And the cheeks on that, that's him. And he couldn't come around me and my sister because his new wife would get mad at him. And so this little slime bag, this little no-nut cocksucker, he wouldn't come around me and my sister. He I was in a hospital when I was like 9 and 10 with Lyme disease. He couldn't come see me because she wouldn't allow it.
Is that where you get like allergic to red meat or something?
No, Lyme disease is just inflammation of joints, breathing, messes up your heart a little bit.
Okay.
I had it back in the 80s.
Good.
Yeah, it sucked, dude. I remember laying on the couch and breathing hurt because it moved my joints and everything was red and inflamed.
Wow.
The pain was like 6-7 months straight. It was horrible.
I think the worst thing I've ever had was like mono, dude.
No, I had Lyme disease. It was horrible, dude. And I still have repercussions from it today.
Yeah, gout.
No, the gout's something different, but it manifests different ways. Apparently, Lyme disease
Does it ever go away?
mutates. No, it just mutates.
Like acid. Like people talk about taking acid in the 70s and then they get another dose
Lord.
down
And yeah, it
down the
goes
road.
in the spine. Apparently, Lyme's hard to find. You have to get like a specialized person because I went and took a Lyme test. I always have high Lyme counts in my blood. Anyway, so I was sick as a dog. Birthdays.
Can you not dialysis that out?
No, it's no, I don't think so. I see what you're saying. Filter your blood, put it back in. It's everywhere. It's in the muscles, in the bones. Everywhere.
Well, no, take your blood out one side and put brand new blood in you on the other, and as it pumps through, but just keep pumping it through and keep pumping it through until eventually,
like wash down a radiator.
It's like flushing out a radiator. Yeah, does that not work? I mean,
Like
I'm
you
not
might
a
be on
doctor
something.
and all, but
Yeah, you might be on something.
yeah, because I remember like, that kind of reminds me back when I was in high school, and they were like, because AIDS takes away your proteins or something. Or it takes away your immune system, but it was like, but it attacks your protein in your cells.
Oh, I don't know how it works.
Something like that. And then I remember seeing something on the news in school when we were watching the news on TV or something. It's like doctors have is practicing this new treatment where they just introduce new protein into your cells. And I was like, man, that's all it takes. It's like
Drink a shake once in a while, man.
Like, I don't know. It's just. I don't even know if I'm telling that correctly. It was back at, decades ago, multiple decades.
So we went to my grandma's funeral. My grandma's funeral was my dad's mom, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I went with my sister, my mom, and my daughter.
Did your grandma,
She was still part of our life. Yeah, oh yeah.
cut you out? She didn't cut you out?
Nope. Nope.
So therefore you legitimately had a claim to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His 2 brothers and his sister, still love them. They're great. My aunts and uncles, they're great. I love them. They're good people. He just I don't know. He's the oldest. And so we went to the funeral.
Oldest.
Yeah, we went to the funeral. So it was
Well,
me.
you're the oldest.
I'm the oldest. I'm the firstborn. Hey, kids, number one here. And I hope you see this podcast. I'm number one. You're 3 and 4. Actually, I got no problem with the boy. The daughter, his oldest daughter she apparently has problems with me and my sister because they think we're going to swoop in and take all of his money when he dies.
Wow. It's always about money.
Yeah,
Dude, I don't care about money, dude.
I don't either. You know what I do though, because I want to mess with her. I do. I'm gonna take all of it.
Well, I mean, it would be nice to have it, but I don't wake up every morning.
I'm gonna take
sweating.
everything he had. Yeah. I'm the firstborn.
Yeah.
I'm the heir.
Legitimately.
I'm gonna take everything.
In biblical days, you did.
I'm gonna take everything.
You would have 3/4 claims to the
the kingdom.
Yeah,
it's my kingdom. Anywho, so we went to the funeral. Like I said, he has his granddaughter there, which is my daughter, my sister, and his ex-wife. And so we showed up to the funeral, and his brothers and his sisters are like, "Oh, it's good to see you. Love you all." He ignored us. He walked right past us and didn't say nothing. He's like this whole time staying with his wife, bitch, and then just ignored us. Act like he didn't know us. And it's like, this is my father right there standing there. Won't talk to my daughter, won't talk to his daughter, won't talk to his son. And just a bitch. He's a bitch. But thank God I had a father. And it was my grandfather. I didn't have just a father. I had a grandfather.
His dad?
No, my mom's dad.
Your mom's dad?
Yeah. Thank God I had him.
Yeah.
Or I was raised by women, essentially, other than my grandfather. And
that's why you soft.
I was gonna say that's why I'm hard. He was hard as nails.
Well, then he balanced out the soft.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
So he's the one that would put you behind the wire and step over it and walk down the way.
Oh yeah. He was super loving though, but he's also a dad.
Yeah.
I remember one time I smart off down and he was like, reared up on me. I said something smart ass. I started to smell myself.
That's the generation used to give the old kisser
and
to the
I
wife.
got scared. I was like,
he walk in the house, there ain't no dinner on the table. That's when you give him. That's when you plant one to the kisser.
No, old Bobby, he was a legend, dude. He was in a band. He did Marty Robbins covers. He was a truck driver. He was
Leonard Skinner.
Yeah. Is this old story where his nephew, he used to be hanging around with the Hells Angels. He wasn't a Hells Angels, but he was a hang around, right? And there's this Hells Angels bar. So he took my grandfather out. He was out one day shopping or something. I don't know what they were doing, but it's his nephew.
Yeah.
And so they said, "Let's go to this bar." And my grandfather's like, "Yeah, cool." And so he's like, "Hey, when we get in here, don't do this, don't do that. There's a lot of guys in here who don't put up no shit and all this stuff." And my grandpa's like, "Oh, okay. And so they go in there. And apparently this is what I was told. I was told this by several of the family. He goes in there and
does the exact opposite of what he was told not to do.
Even better.
Oh, wow.
He's in there and he starts talking. And then he sees the head of the Hells Angels, the head guy in this bar.
As a chapter or whatever?
Yeah, chapter lead. And he's like, "Bobby!" And he's like, "Charlie!" They start hugging each other. And his nephew's like, "I thought they were gay." As much as they were on top of each other, hugging each other and talking. So the whole time he was like, "Be careful what you're saying here." So my grandpa goes in there, and the head guy knows him, and they're like buddy sharing drinks and shit. I was just like, "That's my grandfather."
That's awesome.
Very social dude, man. Everybody knew him.
Yeah.
He was wild. He was wild funny. Remember my other uncle that used to get locked in a cage and in school, Jimbo? Remember talking about him?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's his nephew.
Oh, okay.
My grandfather's nephew is Jimbo. There we go.
Yeah.
And
so your grandfather's brother's son. That's how it
sister's
works.
son.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sister's son.
Yeah, he's the only boy. He's got 3
okay.
sisters, and he was the only boy. He was the youngest.
Well, your grandfather's sibling's son.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how nephews work and uncles. Yeah.
I was getting there somehow, but I think I explained like Forrest Gump. But his mother died when he was 5. And and they told me he just took off in the woods and was gone for 3 days. He's just so upset. and
Missed the funeral?
I don't know. I don't know the details.
Dang, he went out there and killed something, dude.
I don't know. He was gone. They said for 3 days or something like that. He just ran off woods crying and never came back. This is probably like what the
Well, he did come back.
40s, 50s.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
40s or 50s. So it's like
Just never came back.
Oh, Bobby
3
went
days
off in the
later.
woods. He'll be back when he's hungry.
He killed something.
I don't know. But he had 3 older sisters, and he's the youngest boy. So it's like, I bet he had a hard time growing up, but he's funny. But that was my dad. That's my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And he taught me working in the shop. I'd mess his tools up, and break stuff, and he was always very patient.
Oh, I do that right now to my father-in-law. I go in there on purpose and move stuff around just so he'd come in and be like, where's all my stuff going? Dude, there's plenty of times I walk in there and I'll be like, oh, what's this tool? I think I need that. And I'll put it in my pocket.
Oh, no. It has his initials on it, I guarantee
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He'll be like, what?
Is that mine?
Yeah, what are you doing with that? And I'm like, oh, I was just playing. I'll put it down.
I remember one time he was building your workshop, and he was like, is this mine? Is this mine? And we're like, no, that's B-Rise.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is mine. I'm like, no, that's B-Rise.
Yeah, because he brought his big deluxe toolkit out there.
And your
Like,
father-in-law.
Hey, this is mine, right?
Yeah, your father-in-law was like,
This looks like something
this
I'd buy.
This is mine.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Dude, it's crazy. He's funny when it comes to stuff like that.
My father-in-law is so patient with me. I break his shit all the time. Lawnmowers, hand tools. This scythe here is almost 100 years old. That's back when I was in Texas. Oh, I broke it. Okay, well, it's all right. It's all right. This shovel, I broke all of his old shovels when I was digging the koi pond out. He's like, oh, it's okay. I'll just go get another handle for it. We'll fix it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude is awesome.
Dude, my father-in-law, I opened up a drawer, and his dad was a master electrician. And he has this flat head, dude. It's like that long, and the handle's like that
Like
big
a
around.
sword.
Yeah, and
He's
it's
got
all
one back
like
there, too.
cracked. And I picked one up, and I was like, oh, man, this is crazy. He's like, put that down. That's my dad's. Put it down. He's like, I don't even touch it. And I'm like, good gravy.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah. Like, he don't let me touch this stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Just that one.
Nah, my father-in-law is just, go in there and do it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I don't put stuff back either.
Well, tools are meant to be used, man. That's
I don't
what
put stuff back.
It's a tool.
He'll come in here and pick stuff up, put it back where it goes. I leave shit laying out. I'm a horrible stepson.
Yeah. You're
He's a great
disorganized.
I am grateful for him, though. He's a good man. He's a really good man.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
I've had some talks with him. He's pretty
a
good.
better man than me, definitely. I'm a little brat compared to him.
Yeah.
But I'm cooler.
A little snot nose.
Yeah, I'm cool, though.
Sometimes that face just asking for a fist.
I got a lot of riz, baby.
Oh, my God. Don't be doing that.
A lot of riz.
Dude, that Goose Wayne. Oh, my goodness.
Goose Wayne?
Yeah.
What is that?
You need to look up Goose Wayne. He went on Dr. Phil, dude. He went on Dr. Phil and said, and it's like the caption said, this man believes he's a superhero. And he literally had the blackout eyes, and he had a Batman cowl on, and then he took that cowl off, but he still had the black around the eyes. Goose Wayne. Oh my goodness. That mother joker.
Was he trolling Dr. Phil?
Yeah. But he gets on that, I forgot what the program is, the Google or something, where it's like video chatting and it like randomly picks somebody.
A Megal or something like that?
Yeah, Megal, or something crazy.
I see the Kermit one all the time.
Yeah. He basically gets on there and does that with people.
I thought about doing that.
I don't want to do
But
it.
if it's all dudes jerking off, though, I hear.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know.
there's only room for one dude doing that, and it's me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get on it because I'm so antisocial.
But yet you're on a podcast.
Well, I don't.
Followed by millions.
Good
and
gravy.
billions of Americans and people all over the world. Easy money, baby. Woo! Anyway.
Good gravy. That's like the Down syndrome version of Ric Flair. Woo!
I don't want to yell it.
That's what you did. That's like Ric Flair's little cousin or something.
Oh, my God. I wish I'd have met Ric Flair when I had that chance. I just was like, he's busy.
Well, I heard he's a real jerk.
I heard he's a jerk too. I don't know. I heard Dennis Rodman's real bad, but I met Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson was a cool dude.
I heard Kurt Russell is a real big jerk in life. You know.
Really, Kurt Russell?
Yeah, I heard he thinks he's like so much higher than everybody.
Oh wow, I
wouldn't
have got that impression from him.
Oh no, yeah. I've heard it. I don't know the guy. It's just what people say.
Hornswoggle's cool. Mick Foley was really cool.
Yeah,
he's just a nice dude. He come in wearing a Winnie the Pooh shirt, like from the flea market.
Yeah,
and just like, hey guys, I'll take a picture with you.
Well, it's part of his persona.
Well, I think it's really just him. Because everybody else came in just dressed like, this is just a meet and greet, and so nobody had to dress up.
Yeah.
But it was funny. Anyway, that's that's my celebrity experiences.
I think I met a couple of Christian football players when I was like 10. They signed my jersey. So I had a lot of NFL players.
Was you like special needs kid?
Yeah. I was in the Boy Scouts. We went up there as a Boy Scout troop.
Okay.
And I had a little football jersey.
Make-A-Wish Foundation Boy Scouts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it did.
Oh, sure, little buddy.
I think that's all.
What's your name?
I couldn't tell you either one. None of them's names.
Alabama? How do you spell that? Because I'm an athlete. I don't know how to spell that.
Oh, dude.
Just hating.
Please. Jalen Milroe, don't come back.
Okay. What have we all talked about so far? Because I think we're about to get into a sports thing.
No, not really.
No, I want to.
Okay.
What have we talked about so far?
A little bit of drone, a little bit of your grandfather.
My grandfather, my piece of shit father, Mr. Abandonment No Balls.
We just kind of all over like we normally do, just free flowing.
Yeah. But it's just like a consciousness wave, just kind of goes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to talk about some Alabama football.
Yeah.
Now, this man and his brother, I wish his brother was here, is passionate.
Well, I used to be until the NIL stuff came out.
Tell me about the NIL. What's that?
It's where they pay the players.
As they should.
I mean, a free education ain't enough to a $30,000-$40,000 college.
It's only fair because they're making so much money off the backs of you and your persona. I think you should get paid.
Yeah, but
because college football isn't about the college; it's about the money-making machine.
But it's a stepping stone in your career to get to millions.
Well, if it really was that, I broke that. If it really was that, then they shouldn't make so much money off of it. It should be the game should be free.
Well,
it's
yeah, I agree to that.
College,
too. But
it's
well, it takes money to fly or bus not only the players but the coaching staff, all the band people,
they pay for the tuition, pay for that.
Well, that's how they pull in their money.
Off of merchandise
is to do that.
Oh, I got a Carolina jersey. Well, that pays for our flights.
I'm not saying.
I'm just.
Yeah, they're not supposed to get paid. I'm just saying, ever since it's like openly that they're getting paid, it's like, dude. So a player can say, "I'm going to play for this college,"
right?
And they go there because what it used to be in the transfer portal, if they commit to a college, they go to that college, they play, and then they didn't like it there. They transferred to a new school. They lost a year of eligibility, and they had to set out the next year. They had to set out that year. And
if it was so bad to leave that school, then you just don't get the school swap because it's a better team.
Well, now they changed the rules to where you can be in week 3, transfer to another school. Week 4, you're on the field playing at the new school. And I think that you gain a year as well. Like they give you another year now.
Because it's a money-making machine.
Yeah.
It's not about the athletes.
Yeah.
It's about how much money we make.
Yeah, it was always about money.
And so the athletes are like, we want our cut if you're going to make this much money off of us.
Yeah, but my point of view as a fan is, where do they get that money? They get it from the fans.
Well, and the sponsors and Budweiser and but that all comes from revenue from the fans. But it's the fans
buying all their product. So here's my argument about it. If the player can do that, can just come and go as they want, they can, whatever, they don't like the school, well, that makes the coaching where they can't jump on them. Because if the player gets ticked off, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm not getting what I want.
I'm not starting?
Yeah, I'm not starting. I'm out of here. I believe as a high school student. I am better than everybody else. Oh, I'm not? All right, I'm not coming here then. I'm off. Boom. And then, so.
No repercussions or nothing.
Yeah, no repercussion or nothing. So here's my thing. If players can just come and go, why is me as a fan should stay?
Because, yeah, no, I agree. They expect you to stay because you're loyal to a team and logo is school.
Yeah, no, I'm loyal to the team. Like I am loyal to the team.
The
but
team itself, yeah.
The team is the players. And so, like last year, Bond, great receiver, went into the Alabama-Auburn game. Auburn was about to win. Jalen Milroe stepped back, threw a long bomb. Bond reached up, called it, fell back, touchdown, game-winning touchdown. Dude, Alabama fan, he's a legend. This past year, he's playing for Texas. It's like, dude, you were a legend because you helped beat Auburn. Because the Alabama-Auburn game's like,
yeah.
And it's like, dude, you're a legend, dude.
But then
he just
why
gave
did he
it
go
up
to Texas?
and just went to. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has his reasons, but I don't pay attention enough to people's personal life.
Should
like
he
that.
be stuck?
Well, no, he shouldn't be. I'm just saying, if he could leave, I mean, what keeps me because as a fan, I'm invested. Oh man, that's we got good player. We got good. He's left. Well, then why do I need to keep?
It's
donating my Saturday
Yeah.
at certain times to sit down and watch you if you're not loyal to the team itself. And to me earlier saying Jalen Milroe don't come back, it's not that I don't appreciate the guy because he was loyal. When he didn't play, he stayed and all this and that. The thing is you can't read a defense, bro. You project everything you're going to do. If
that's when he says it just stares at the guy he's going to throw it at.
If the receiver was Williams, number 2. Eyes on him the whole time. So as a defense, they're like,
he's looking at.
He's throwing it to him. Boom.
Is he setting him up for maybe the super player where he's like this, and then he goes,
Nope.
Psych!
Nope. Because if number 2 wasn't open, he would stand there and get sacked. And if he didn't get sacked, he would tuck it and maybe get some yards and run. I mean, he did score a lot of rushing touchdowns, but he just never checked down. It just infuriated. Like the whole time I'm watching,
That's not Alabama roll tide. That's not football right there.
Because number 1, Alabama's not a passing football team. They can be. Run the ball. Alabama was always known to put big, thick running backs in, and they just run down people's throat. Okay, new era. Coaches come in. Schemes change. I get all that. I'm not that retarded. I am a little.
Just a touch.
But the thing is that if you can't read a defense and you can't check down and you are only good at running or deep balling, you can't do these little short create a drive passing.
I think I'd be good at deep balling.
I mean, he was pretty
good at deep balling.
Pretty good at like 50-yard throws.
Oh, yeah, I'm really good at deep balling.
Really good at tucking.
Oh, yeah.
But not every
Fucking
play
just deep
did that.
balling.
I'm just saying.
Woo! Easy money.
As a
25.
As a fan, I'm like, because like my brother.
Woo! It's hot. I'm taking this coat off. Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother has got a football genius brain. He can read defenses. He can do all that.
Just in the video game or real life?
Real life, everything. My brother said when he played, he was a receiver.
Man, I'm getting big.
He said
holiday weight. Go ahead.
He set a state record for interceptions in a season because he was a cornerback, but then he's also a receiver. But he can catch it. He got some touchdowns, but then he also picked off every quarterback that he played against because he could read what the quarterbacks were doing. You know, if you wanted to stop Jalen Milroe, just like Vanderbilt in Tennessee, you put a spy on him. And they did that. They shut him down. He couldn't run the ball, and he definitely ain't throwing it. No short gains. You ain't going to deep ball throw every play. It's
Down
just
the
not.
throat. Yeah,
it's just not feasible. So yeah, you're going to get a couple deep balls here and there.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't do the short.
They don't like
because
short.
you ain't checking down.
Yeah.
You're on one player the
Yeah.
entire time.
Yeah. I mean,
But
you
I've been
get
saying this
multiple
since,
players. It's like
since
an
game
orgy.
1 of this year. It's
Right.
like, and then my brother showed me a video. Oh my goodness. It's online, so I'm not like spoiler alerting anything or nothing. But this guy, I put on TikTok a video when Jalen Milroe set or stood with his feet offset, it was a pass, 100%. Every time he lined up before the ball was high and his feet were level,
It was a hand.
he ran or he handed it off. But he put his feet offset, like offset, pass.
Why?
100%.
Why doesn't he recognize the fact that he's doing that?
Why isn't the coaches that get paid millions of dollars figure that out?
They want to fail. It's all rigged anyway.
Yeah, it is. If a fan can sit and notice how his footwork indicates what he's doing,
Why is he can get paid $1 million? Those other cocksuckers are.
I'm just saying he was good,
It's
but
probably my dad. That's why.
yeah, I'm just saying
I'm coming for you, big guy. I'm coming for your
this
money.
past season, even when he was messing up, get right back out there, buddy.
Well,
you
maybe
can do it.
Maybe this guy has a lot of pull. Maybe he's
I don't
Illuminati
know.
dad.
I don't know. He's a junior and he's going to the draft. Me personally, if I was an NFL scout needing a quarterback, I would overlook him because
He's Illuminati, man.
He ain't
His
got
dad's
no-
powerful. He's skull and bones, baby.
yeah. I mean, now don't get me wrong. He can outplay me on a quarterback. He'd do better than me because I'm not a quarterback.
You ain't got training either, but I
Yeah.
bet you could do it. You could probably do better than him.
If I had training, I probably could, but
Yeah.
I ain't got the training. So he's better. And then I'm not saying I'm going to get out there and whoop him up.
No,
And
say
I-
it. Say it. Don't be
I'm
scared
just
of
saying,
him.
as a
Don't be
fan,
scared of him.
as a fan,
If he's
No,
going
I'm
to
trying to
fight
be
you, just look at his feet.
I'm trying to be respectful by when I'm not being respectful talking trash.
Not me.
Even though I'm
F
a
him.
fan.
What's his name?
That guy.
Something Rose.
I've said it 3 times.
I don't care. What's his name?
I know. Milroe.
Milroe.
Yeah. I appreciate his commitment.
I don't appreciate nothing about you, Milroe.
I just don't appreciate.
Matter of fact, you upset my boy here.
if he could go into the NFL as a running back, I think he would do really well because he can run. I just don't think he's NFL quarterback.
So Alabama they've had one of the better football programs for a while.
Ever since Saban.
And so why are they allowing this? Do you ever think
Well,
about it deeper?
Well, Saban retired, and so
Okay.
they got a new coach. And then with him, new coach, he's got a new coaching staff because other coaches under Saban left and went off to do their things. New players. Lost a lot of players that were under Saban, which I get. You're going to commit to a school for one coach, and then he leaves. Well,
Yeah.
I get all that. Like, I'm not sitting here saying, once you shine, you're stuck there like prison. No, I'm just saying I think they're too lax on
Everybody
it.
else is
Yeah.
in the world.
I just think they're too lax on it. And I think that them trying to help the players more, it totally lopsided everything else.
Yeah.
There's no like straight balance with
Yeah.
anything.
Now, does a bassoon player get to trade schools like that?
Oh, who, what now?
What? A trumpet player or a band, marching band guys? Like, I'm going to Texas.
I mean, they probably could, but they probably don't get a scholar. Like, they'll lose their scholarship.
Oh, they
Yeah.
will?
I mean, probably.
What's the difference between that and a football
I
player
don't,
then?
I don't know the logistics of
Oh.
college.
I hate jocks.
Stuff.
I never was a big jock fan of school. Not just high school. I didn't barely go. I just hate jocks. I hate the privilege they get. Good motherfuckers. Come get you some now. See what I grew up to be? I'm a bad
I
motherfucker.
mean, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all I wanted to rant. I gave my little rant out. I just didn't. I don't know. I hope the best for him. I don't like not, but I'm just saying.
Don't
like,
do that. Don't embarrass me like that. Don't walk backwards.
I'm not walking backwards.
Say how you feel.
I am saying what I feel, but I'm trying to be respectful because I don't know the guy personally. I don't want to just go in and
Who
like dog
cares?
his family.
Oh,
I'm
his
a
family's
respectable
probably
guy.
worthless.
No.
Having a son that steps like that and steps like that.
Yeah.
Him.
Stands.
Your mama probably stupid. That's probably a reason why you suck.
Don't talk about a boy's mama. It ain't got to get that personal.
Yeah, it's pretty personal.
Yeah.
I
You
apologize.
don't talk about mamas.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's get off the topics of mamas.
I love how the
because I just got off of yo. That was
Oh,
back in high school days right there.
it was pretty good.
But anyway, that was my rant.
Yeah.
I hope the best for him, but get on out. Let's get another quarterback that can read defenses and check down
We'll just
players.
get another coach. Is the coach worth a damn?
I mean, he did really, really, really good with teams that wasn't in the SEC. And I know people are like, oh, SEC fell apart this year. Well, because they made the transfer portal. So, like Ohio State, everybody's like, when they beat Tennessee the other day in the playoff, everybody's like, oh, the fans of Ohio State was like, SEC, like mocking us. Well, dude, half your roster is players transferring out of the SEC. That's why they're so flipping good, because you got SEC players.
Is Tennessee ACC, I guess?
No, Tennessee's SEC, Southeastern Conference. I think Ohio State's Big Ten.
The only thing I know about college sports is the ACC has good basketball.
Yeah.
That's about it.
ACC has Clemson, which is their good football team.
Yeah, I worked a game with Wake in Clemson, and Clemson just rocked it.
Yeah.
The fans were like more fans there than Wake fans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
their Clemson and ACC is like what Alabama Nick Saban era was at SEC. Like they're the dominant, But of course, ACC don't really have a whole lot of competition because you got what, Duke, North Carolina,
Wake Forest.
Yeah, I mean Wake Forest is a pretty all right team. They're consistently decent.
Consistently horrible.
No,
I watched every game this year.
They've got at least 6 wins a season, right?
No,
No,
they got one at home. They got one win at home.
Oh dang!
The first game versus
A
and T.
Oh man!
And then they lost every game at home since then.
Oh wow!
They almost won, and then Duke pulled out last second and won.
Yeah,
the last game of the season.
Well,
yeah.
I think Ole Miss just creaming the crop, dude.
Ole Miss killed them.
Yeah. They're the only ones legit. Like, and then I've been reading a lot of comments like everybody's making fun of Alabama talking about when they got beat by Michigan this past game. Everybody's like, oh, this is the Alabama team that needed to be in the playoff. Like, look, I've been saying since like week 4, this Alabama team is not a national championship team. Like, as an Alabama fan, you cut me, I bleed crimson. I'm just saying.
You love elephant jizz. I know. It's all right.
I'm a realist. I saw this team. Yeah, they can pull off some wins. They can do, they're pretty good teams if you can get Milroe his head out of wherever he sticks it to, like, focus. I don't know. I'm just saying. When he can focus, he's good, but he's not consistently good football quarterback. So do all this and that, whatnot. I'm just saying, like, this team wasn't a national championship team.
Yeah, I get it, man. I mean, you can't consistently have the best team forever. The Bulls, they ran it like till it ran out.
Yeah.
And then now they're, whatever.
Yeah.
So the Lakers, all that. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, there's errors and stuff. But, as soon as Nick Saban left, yeah. But I think there's a lot of talk that they're trying to get Nick Saban onto the board of the basically the NCAA football thing or somewhere to where he's on like a board where he can like fix this NIL deal stuff. Fix it, not like terminate it, but fix it to where it levels out everything.
It's good for the team and the players.
Yeah.
I guess this all came about because of EA Sports had like a college video games.
Yeah.
They were using real names of the students, and students were making no money off of it.
Well, they quit for like a decade, 2014, and then they just released their newest one. But their deal was they went to every college player, from what I understand, and they're like, $50, we use your name. No, you don't want $50? Okay, they put a random generated person in their spot. If you're like, yeah, I'll take $50, boom, now they have your likeness and your name on the jersey. But again, when you do a dynasty or seasons, they're 4 years and they're gone, so it's a new randomly generated person anyway. So
I guess
it's not
you don't
like
invest
they're
too
in
much
there.
money.
Yeah. But they offered every player $50.
$50. Ooh, boy.
Yeah. But you got to imagine, how many flipping college players are there?
Oh God, yeah.
Every team.
Yeah, every
Not
school.
even just the starters, but like the second and third string
I guess.
too,
I guess.
for rotations.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Because it's not like Tecmo Bowl back on NES where you just have 11 players and that's it. Like in this game, it's the players get tired. You have to swap them out with other. You got to put in second and third string.
Would you do it
keep 'em
$50
fresh. Yeah,
to be immortalized in a video game?
I would. Yeah.
ash&burnz.com.
Yeah.
No, ash&burnz@gmail.com. There's no
Ash&burnz.
ash&burnz.com.
Yeah.
There's no ash&burnz.com.
Dude, I was going to talk about something else too, but then I got on this rant. Now my brain's just thinking about football.
Accordingtoplans.com.
Man, it was good, dude.
Like, subscribe. Check out fingerstrong.com, YouTube channel where I do reviews and tactical stuff.
Oh yeah, quick note. I heard that the bomb that went off in Las Vegas, the explosion was contained because it was in a Tesla.
Solid steel It's one pressed solid steel. Elon Musk bought the biggest press ever. It came from an Italian company, and he gets a stainless steel sheet. It goes shoo, shoo, and there's a Tesla truck. No welds, no nothing. It's a stamp.
Well, it held in a pretty
Yeah.
decent size. And then I saw it too. It's like it looked like it was a bunch of fireworks because they were like little, like
I don't know what that was. I haven't kept up much with it. YouTube doesn't like we talk about human tragedy, by the way. They'll demonetize it.
oh,
That crazy?
Well, we're getting money anyway.
Not yet.
Well, so
This is brought to you by
is it No,
Viking Revolution.
What it is?
Beard oil.
We are.
No. But I would like to be. Look at these beards.
I
Would
don't
you
use it.
like clary sage scent?
Oh my goodness!
Or would you like
hold it right side up? Makes sense.
cedar and pine? Ooh, cedar and pine smells good in a beard, don't it?
Does it
What about sandalwood scent? Ooh, yeah.
smell like the outdoors?
Viking Revolution. The best thing for a man's beard. And also clams.
Well, I'm just saying, like I would like any of those scents because it's like wood and outdoorsy.
Yeah.
How many women like those scents?
Who cares?
Because the women
Who cares? We're married.
in the house. They don't go out in the woods.
Cares? Who cares? This is for me and you to go smell in the woods. We smell your beard. We smell your beard.
We
Oh, this
get,
is nice.
we get like nose to nose.
Yeah, Eskimo kisses. Yeah, I like the way that sandalwood smell. Let's go. Did you see that video I sent you?
About what?
That guy that built that damn underground
Yeah.
log cabin. I want to do that.
I went straight to the comments. Every one of them was bashing him because he built it in a ravine.
Yeah.
Where
Well,
water's going to come
he
through.
waterproofed it, but
Okay. Sheets.
it looked fine. He had it for years.
Dude, water, if there's a hole, water is going to find it. When he put a sheet up, put the wall up, packed it with dirt, put the next sheet up, there's a seam. Somewhere there's a seam, and the water's going to find that
You know what?
seam.
It seemed fine because he started off. He started off in winter clothes and it was snowing, and ended up in shorts because it's hot summertime, and it was totally fine. F them commenters. They don't talking about. I said we build one, not in a ravine though.
Yeah,
Side
you
of a
got to
hill.
build on top of a hill. So when it
I
rains,
don't know
the
about
water
top.
goes
I
away.
want to build into the mountain.
and have all that mudslide, rain, dirt, and oil.
Ooh, cedar and pine.
Yeah, I want to smell that.
Viking Revolution.
And don't be trying to pass me that nasty bracelet either. That swine sweat on it.
Oh,
Is it?
That
is
right
it
there
good?
makes me want to go chop wood.
Smelling salts.
Smells all right.
Oh man,
That smell pretty good. Put something in the old beard, boy. Go upstairs and start kissing the woman. Merman folk.
dude,
This one is
dude.
Sandalwood Scent by
I love
Viking
cedar.
Revolution.
Some on my- No, I didn't get that on me. Felt a little.
Oh, I
oily.
like that one.
What is that one?
Sandalwood.
Sandalwood.
Yeah, I like that too. Oh,
See, look, if you want to sponsor us, we could be doing stuff like this too.
I would put this in my beard every day.
Even though they ain't sponsored.
Oh, I got a sticker too. Is it a
No,
neck
I
on?
don't. No, I don't like that.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like that.
That reminds me of women.
Oh, what? Of course. it does.
Women that's like up in age.
Oh.
How their houses would smell. Because I'm in a lot of them.
This is clary sage. That's all right.
Oh no, sage.
Yeah, I like that sage beer that one time you drunk.
That was gross.
The
This
sage
smells
beer?
gross. The cedar all day for me.
Cedar all day, baby.
Nothing like a good old
3-pack,
cedar.
Amazon. I will not put a link in the description below because you can just type in Viking Revolution.
Yeah.
So, anywho, comes with a sticker. So we like the cedar, huh?
I like the cedar. I don't
Cedar
know
and
what you
pine.
like.
I like it. It's the best.
What if you put that, make a device where it's after the bidet, you just press a button and just spritz a little? No.
Down there?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
In the bidet, you do the bidet first, you get all clean.
Sprays a little
and then
cedar down
all you do is
there?
press a button and it's just like, it's just a little.
And so then, like when it's sexy time with the ladies, they'll be like,
You get some of that? That's crazy, man.
I don't actually.
I was
anymore.
married.
Once I got married, it just kind of. The dog's looking at us. I'm like, fuck a dog will watch.
Well, it's cruel. Cruel animal punishment because they ain't getting none. Then they're supposed to sit there and watch you smell all the pheromones. They get all bricked up for nothing.
Red Rocket.
Then they start cleaning themselves.
Oh God, the best. It's the best, dude.
Good gravy.
You're
That's
like
torture.
Slap, slap, slap. It's like I don't know. Or like you're like, what are you doing? Stop licking your crotch.
Yeah.
Dumbass dogs.
Mm-hmm. Gross.
Viking Revolution. We pride ourselves on delivering the highest quality product and customer service.
Hey, use that code. 20%. I want to put it in the camera because somebody could steal it. But
Yeah, you buy your own if you want it.
20% off your next purchase.
Please contact me immediately, and I will remedy the situation.
Remedy the solution. Yeah. Put them big, thick boys on.
It's just readers. Oh, yeah. I want you to have a great experience from beginning to end.
How are you supposed to put this on? You put gloves on? Or do you have your fingers smelling like it too?
You just put little dabs in your beard, man. I got a beard comb.
Yeah, and then you're supposed to rub it, right?
No, I got a beard comb. I just brush it out.
Oh, you got nothing like that. I'm poor.
Well, you don't have a long beard like I got.
I used to.
Yeah.
I trimmed it. It's still kind of long.
I mean, it's not as long as mine. Mine's long.
Yeah, I
long.
trim
How's
mine off.
How's my 5 chins? So,
Like an old Chinese man.
hurrah. More chins than a Chinese phone book. ash&burnz at gmail.com. According to plans, YouTube channel. This is number 52, and we're talking about everything. This one was a free-flowing.
Yeah. We had no structure. We
No
just sat
structure.
down.
No structure. We talked about everything, and that's what y'all like about us.
Yeah.
All 3 of you. Thank you for watching and listening. Any comments, please put them in the comments. Any questions or ideas you want to talk about future episodes, please email us. Put them in the comments. Say, hey, I want y'all to talk about this. We'll get informed like 10% of it, and then we'll talk about like we know 100% of it.
Yeah.
That's what we do, baby boy.
It's our
And
opinions.
yeah. Anything you want us to test and review, let's do that.
Test and review.
Yeah, like this right here. We could be like here and go, oh, that smells good. The best one.
Well, we just did that.
I know, but we can start doing that. Any letters you send to us, we'll read on here.
Or comments.
Comments.
You need to pull up your phone and see if there's any comments to read.
Yeah.
We can pre-record a live response.
Yeah. And then you can watch it a week later on Thursdays at noon.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought of a new opening for the channel.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Already?
I was gonna do a court opening. Oh yes, this honorable podcast, the state of North Carolina, sitting in for the district of the podcast, the Honorable Alabama Burns and Ash.
Okay.
Host, President presiding.
Well, you business, so.
God save the state and this honorable podcast.
Hey, I agree with that.
Like that?
Yeah. Is that what they officially say in a courtroom?
Yeah, I used to say that back in the day. The honorable blah 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 blah. Judge President presiding. God save the state's honorable court. Turn off your phones, please.
Did you say it in that voice too?
That's how I did it every time.
Wow.
Hey guys, I'm Deputy Ash, and I just would like y'all to be real cool and not like talk during court.
Yeah. I like that.
Turn your cell phones off, please.
I would just take a picture of you and keep the cell phone on.
Hey, what's that? What's that? Okay.
Who
Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? Hey, Bazoo. Anyway. All right, ladies and gents, this is the best of podcasting we could bring to you. You have sexed your way to the middle of podcasting. It's two heavy-set guys talking about whatever. I know you. And if you want to be on the show, let us know. We'll phone you in, baby. Yeah, there's the muscle and here's the brains. And yeah, because
A little too high for the brains.
I got to work on that. My shoulder's messed up, though. Lifting weights really ain't my jam. I'm more of a heavy reader than a heavy lifter.
You can just do push-ups. That's lightweight.
Yeah, it is. Not for me. I'm thinking about trying Ozempic.
Ozempic. Dude, I heard some bad stuff about that. Them side effects, man.
It's
Make
not that
you
bad.
Sleepwalking stuff.
No, I haven't seen that side effect.
Oh, that's ambient.
Yeah.
Or Ambien or whatever.
Yeah, ambient. I've seen ambient work before. People be like, hey, eating like raw bacon. And you're like, well, what are you doing?
Ooh,
Huh?
delicious.
Yeah, you wake up with an empty package and you're like, what happened? Who ate all the bacon? He's like, your old fat ass
And
did
then
at
you
3 o'clock in the
burp.
morning.
Then you
Yeah.
burp.
Ooh, that's raw bacon. Anyway. All right, so any last words before I turn you off? That's great. Okay.
Yeah.
Turn that off.
Bye.
Turn it off. I turn it off.
Nope.
Son of a bitch.
Wiggling around.
Wiggle around, you wish. Deep
No, you're
balling.
wiggling it all
Deep
around.
ball.